Hi, my name is Shane O Connell, and I'm eager to start doing podcasts. It's a it's a new experience to want to speak out in public on the internet. I have a stammer, but I won't let that hold me back. I've any interests in classical history, popular culture, and I've been studying as a graphic designer and interested in combining graphic design and classical studies. I've a major interest in George R. R. Martin's The Song of Ice and Fire. I began with the show, as probably more people have, but I've I've read the books so far and picking up on the Connell novels, The World of Ice and Fire, and any others. I'm fascinated by the historical inspiration George R. R. Martin has shown his interest in to and bringing interesting and rich characters based on his imagination. And although it's a fantasy series, it's as real as life can be. So I'll be talking about my design and classical history and my range of interests about what I like and am interested in, and I hope to get a lot stronger at public speaking, and I can really hide my stammer when I feel strong enough about my opinion. So I won't make it too heavy, but I just hope people might enjoy what I have to say. Thanks very much. Hi, third time's the charm. I'm trying to begin my podcasting work, and it's experiencing some teething problems, but I can upload the bloopers as a test and hopefully improve in time. I've a rich interest in design, and well, maybe I should introduce myself again. My name's Shane O Connell, and I've a stammer, but I've picked up some tips on how to battle it. I had a short stint on the Maguire program, and it's been about 4 years since I was last recorded, so I figured I'd record myself and hopefully improve from that quite taxing experience. But all I want to do is gain the confidence to speak in public and tell people about my work and interest in graphic design, historical fiction, and the relevant inspired of our ancient world, and more modern history brought to light by Game of Thrones. I'm reading The World of Ice and Fire and rereading the books, trying to mark all the valuable and rich information and clues which is left for us. And thanks to the podcasts of Radio Westeros and History of Westeros, I can pick up the clues and just try and add the information, and I set the show information for a clear view. I think there's a range of mediums bringing our ancient history to life, and I can happily watch the 300 Spartans from 1960 or later, compare it to 300 and Spartacus, also with the film from the 1960s. I think the throwaway lines that both Game of Thrones and more popular culture, they pay attention to the source material, and as I've written a thesis on the sensationalization, although it's pretty sensational already, it doesn't need to be added to. Thanks to the creativity of George R. R. Martin and other writers I've been inspired by, I can certainly start on my own writing, and I'm already writing my blog to compare characters in the classic historical epics, the Aeneid. I compare Aeneas of the line of King Priam to Nymeria, as they both left a war-torn their war-torn nation out of sheer need to find their new empire. And there are hundreds of examples along the way of leaving and losing loved ones and friends for acts of the immortals tampering, as was the origins of the Trojan War. They escaped. Emiria's valiant rescue of the survivors that weren't taken to war by I'm sorry, his name escapes me now, but the ruler of Croyane, I'll have to script my next podcast so I don't miss the details, but you can see I'm not merely a show watcher, even though I kind of think there's room for both sorts of fans, and they're equally intelligent, and maybe they've decided to watch Game of Thrones in the evening rather than read the source material. But I think there's room for many tastes, and if the books don't appeal, they appeal to any others. But I love the work of George R. R. Martin, and I've decided to begin my podcasting and hope to enlighten and improve in my knowledge of things and popular culture and historical fiction. Thanks very much for listening.